Hey guys, welcome to Fourth Wall Reactions. Today I'm checking out more Doctor Who Series 3, Episode 6. Last two times, we had Daleks in Manhattan trying to evolve. Luckily, they were not that successful, so yay. Although one Dalek did get away, so what can you do? So yeah, this is Episode 6. Martha is still with the Doctor. Listen, we've all been there, right? I mean, not on the TARDIS, but I'm just saying at some point in your life, you've had a little crush on someone. Maybe you don't know them that well. They're new to your life. Maybe they're a coworker, someone you're traveling with, like the Doctor. And it's not clear how they feel about you. And I mean, the obvious answer is to talk about it, but you are in close quarters with someone, you're traveling with someone. If you bring it up when you're not sure that they, sort of are into you as well, you sort of risk making the situation more awkward than it needs to be. So anyway, just the past few episodes, we've seen Martha talk with other people kind of about how, like, I'm interested, but I just can't tell if he's interested in me, and does he like me just because of it? And we've been there. I've been there. I have no idea what their next trip is, but perhaps this is an issue that will continue, I'm guessing. So let's see where that goes. Let's check it out.
The end of the line?
I turn up, sorry.
No place like it.
Home.
Home.
Uh-oh.
You took me home.
Like the morning after we left. Laundry.
Hey now.
So,
Knickers.
Like where you were.
This is it.
Yeah. I should probably,
Hi, I'm out. Leave a message. All right then, pretend that you're out if you like. I was only calling to say that your sister's on TV, on the news of all things. I just thought you might be interested.
I will change what it means to be human.
Oh dear.
Sorry. You were saying you should.
His antenna's like, bing!
Thank you for everything.
it was my pleasure.
Oh, this isn't it. It's not it. I mean, I kind of know it's not it.
No, I'm sorry. Did he say he was going to change what it means to be human?
Thank you.
Confident I'm in no serious danger.
That's comforting, Richard.
Is that Mark
So
Gatiss?
touching.
The people in that room
Mark
represent
Gatiss.
billions.
It's an interesting perfume.
No touchy.
What's it called?
So,
Lazarus Laboratories. It's fairly prophetic. I assume something thematically along with the whole Lazarus thing is going to happen.
God, they got nibbles. I love nibbles. Science geek, what's happening?
But you're obsessively enthusiastic about it.
Oh, nice.
True.
what have you heard then?
Oh, that your mother's mother and no, actually that's about it. We haven't had time to chat, been busy.
Busy? Doing what exactly?
And stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Very
Richard Lazarus,
uncomfortable with mothers at first.
which will be changed forever.
I feel like they should be behind protective glass, like in a gallery or something. It's very close. Yep.
I am Richard Lazarus, and I am reborn!
It can't be the same guy. It's impossible. It must be a trick.
Think of the money we'll make. People will sell their souls to be transformed.
Think of the money.
And I'll be first in line.
Oh.
I'm famine. Energy deficit.
Oh.
Sometimes in this kind of process. And, well, no, not every day, but I have some experience of this kind of transformation.
That's not possible.
Using hypersonic sound waves to create a state of resonance, that's inspired.
You
Oh.
understand the theory then?
Yeah, right.
This building must be full of laboratories. I said we do our own tests.
Lucky I've just collected a DNA sample then, isn't it?
Hey,
Oh, Master Jones, you're a star.
they're such a good match.
What's wrong?
Look at yourself, woman.
Don't be mean.
Amazing.
Listen, she hasn't had a turn in that thing yet.
You backed me because you saw profit. Your concern was financial.
You want the money as much as I do.
You think I'd waste another lifetime on you?
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
What's going on?
It must just be... Probably just cramp.
It's one hell of a cramp. Look at you. Oh, God. Oh, no. Critters.
Tish.
Oh, no. Oh, God, he can change back? Ugh. Oh, no.
Mr. Jones.
No touchy.
I'd recognize the smell of that soap in it.
Professor?
Deception.
Leftovers.
Used to be like squeezing the juice out of an orange.
Ew.
Could be.
So we might do this again?
There you go.
You seem very young to have such a responsible position.
I guess now that he looks younger, she's not finding him as repulsive as she did earlier. She's your boss.
I was getting cozy with Tish a couple of minutes ago.
With Tish.
Ah, Doctor.
Where did they go?
Upstairs, I think. What?
Doctor,
Go.
I'm speaking to you!
Do you know that man?
No, he's a friend of my daughter's.
Perhaps she should choose her friends more carefully.
Thank you, random man. Your opinion is noted.
You have to spoil everything, don't you? Every time I find someone nice, you have to try and find fault.
Tish is a monster.
I know the age thing's a bit freaky, but it works for Catherine Zeta-Jones.
But behind you. You turn around. Yes. Yes. Oh, he's even bigger.
Run!
Yeah.
Oh, you okay? I was gonna snog him.
You people are in serious danger! You need to get out of here right now!
Don't be ridiculous. The biggest danger here is choking on an olive.
Surprise. Well, you know.
No, get away from
Oh, he moves fast. Woo! Oh no. Oh no. It's stopping short of being spider-like.
Go back. You can't.
I'm gonna get a barbecue. Woo!
She turned her back on us. Went in there with that thing. For him.
She was brave.
Maybe she loves him.
She just met him.
Is your daughter still in there with the doctor? He's dangerous. There are things you should know.
What things?
What is happening?
Yes, the plan was to get inside here.
Then what?
Well, then I'd come up with another plan.
In your own time. Hey!
Sorry. No, for once it's strictly human in origin.
Human!
Some option that evolution rejected for you millions of years ago.
Oh.
But the potential is still there. Locked away in your genes. Forgotten about until Lazarus unlocked it by mistake.
It's like Pandora's box.
That's frightening.
Exactly. Nice shoes, by the way.
I was just gonna say that. I love her shoes.
Sounds like you switched the machine on.
And that's not good, is it?
Well, I was hoping it was going to take a little bit longer to work that out.
Oh! Oh! I was curious to see what it would do to him.
This is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
So, Dad? I guess so. You know me, I'm suspicious. I don't know that he's really dead.
Keep away from my daughter.
Excuse
Mum,
you.
What are you doing?
All of the mothers, every time.
He is dangerous. Nothing but death and destruction.
This isn't his fault. He saved us, all of us.
And it was Tish who invited everyone to this thing in the first place. I'd say technically it's their fault.
Siblings.
Lazarus.
See?
From the dead.
See?
Should have known, really.
Where's he gone?
The sound of planes and bombs outside. The Blitz. You read about it.
Mm.
I was there.
What about the other people who died?
There were nothing. I changed the course of history. Facing death is part of being human. No, Doctor. Avoiding death, that's being human. There's no such thing as an ordinary human.
He's going to change again any minute.
I know. You're so sentimental, Doctor. Maybe you are older than you look. I'm old enough to know that a longer life isn't always a better one. Tired of losing everyone that matters to you. Tired of watching everything turn to dust. If you live long enough, Lazarus, the only certainty left is that you'll end up alone. That's a price worth paying.
Is it?
Is it?
Thought he had a taste for fresher meat.
Martha, no.
Oh, God. Mutated and he's still creeping on the young girls.
Hypersonic sound waves. Inspired.
Ah.
There's a good acoustic in here.
There will be.
Let's turn this up to 11.
Put it up to 11, exactly.
I've got you.
Whew.
Martha! I'm okay. We're both okay.
Who is he? He's the doctor.
I didn't know you could play.
Oh, well, you know, if you hang around with Beethoven, you better pick a few things up.
Without playing loud. You should take more care in the future. And the past. And whatever other time period you find yourself in.
It's been fun, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
One more trip.
No. Sorry.
Really?
What do you mean? I thought you liked it.
I don't want to be just a passenger anymore. Someone you take along for a treat. I say you still see me. And I'll stay here.
Okay, then. If that's what you want. Okay.
Oh, thank you! Thank you!
Well, you were never really just a passenger, were you?
Never made that clear.
I'm begging you. I know who this doctor really is. I know he's dangerous. You're gonna get yourself killed. This information comes from Harold Saxon himself. You're not safe.
Oh, gotta stop. Oh, jeez. All right, so that was episode 6, The Lazarus Experiment. You know, Mark Gatiss' character is very lucky that his name was Lazarus. Just with the whole Lazarus concept, which not so much being raised from the dead as the reference goes, but, you know, regenerating life and extending life, which is a fascinating topic to explore, especially with the doctor and whatever the exact process the Time Lords have with their regeneration process. Yes, I said it twice. Process. Which he seemed to understand exactly what the doctor was doing. Dr. Lazarus. Not doctor. The doctor. Dr. Lazarus. So, yeah, the doctor seemed to understand exactly what Dr. Lazarus was going for. It seemed a bit familiar. It's always interesting when, you know, there's something miraculous like that. I mean, just thinking if it were possible to literally, you know, restore human life, extend it, roll back the clock, whatever you want to call it, then immediately people think of profit, which is a very sad statement, I think, and went a long way into the insight of these characters without, spending too much time with them. You knew kind of what they were about. A lot of selfishness and money, and how can we make a buck off this. And it kind of, too, with that issue of thinking about living forever, living extended lives, and how great that would be. I'm actually more of the doctor's mind, because when you think about it, it's really only worth it if all the people around you also were along your timeline. Even just how we are as humans. You have a beloved pet who's maybe going to live 10, 15, 20 years, and you have to go through the grief of losing that pet. And the people in your life who are older, you have to go through the grief of losing those people. So imagine if you lived hundreds more years, how much more grief you would go through. So I'm definitely more on the doctor's side of, like, let things be. It is what it is. I mean, unless you're going to transform everyone, and that would open up a whole other Pandora's box of, do you even need to reproduce in order to propagate the human species? It's food for thought. And plus, it's a timely kind of subject to bring up as far as the Doctor and Martha goes, which I'm glad kind of the issue has been sort of solved of, like, am I staying here or am I going with you? Like, don't just have me come along as just some, throwaway companion kind of thing. Like, she's in for the foreseeable future, which is nice. There's probably still a little bit more they need to talk about, but I'm sure that will unfold in time. But yeah, once again, it just hits on that issue of the Doctor being long-lived and having human companions that are not. It was kind of a nice throwback to sort of, the Doctor meeting another companion's mother and not going that well. I totally thought of Jackie. Then I was like, yeah, you gotta win the mothers over. You really do. They're immediately suspicious of him. Poor guy. And just speaking of mothers, my mother is a musician. She's an organist, and in fact, the jobs that she's had haven't been in that grand a cathedral, but I spent my whole childhood listening to her play those organs, and so I know that kind of space. Obviously, it's all stone. It's a gorgeous organ. Yeah, there's going to be great acoustics, so I have familiarity with that situation. I really like the episode. I think it brings up a lot of philosophical questions, a lot of ethical questions. I really like the touch of Dr. Lazarus talking about the Blitz and the doctors having been there and all that. I like that little callback to those two episodes. That was cool. Yeah, just a good episode. A lot of good performances in that episode, too. I like Mark Gatiss. I haven't seen him in that much. I have only seen him in Sherlock and his little bit stuff in Game of Thrones. For me, his work so far has been just his directing and his being behind the camera, not as much in front of the camera. But I do think he's a good actor. And there were some really nice moments between David Tennant and Mark Gatiss. So yeah, I think that's it for now. I do have some speculation and wondering going on in my head, but I am a little hesitant to bring them up in these closing tags now because I'm kind of afraid someone will actually answer me. So I'm just gonna let things simmer in the old noggin, and if anything that I'm thinking about actually kind of happens, I will of course let you know. Say, oh, I was thinking about that from that episode. All right, you guys, that's it for me for now. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to give it a like, a share, and a subscribe. Full reaction on Patreon, and be sure to join me for episode 7 of series 3. Thanks, guys. Bye. The Lazarus, wait, what? I'm sorry. I just got a text that I have to answer. I'm so sorry. Believe it or not, I don't make things go wrong so I can have bloopers. I'm just that lame. Hang on. Let me make sure. Lazarus experiment. Got it.